Willie D. Live.
Do you ever do you ever think to yourself like your talent, man, is undeniable. To watch you act is it's like it's a true work of art. It's not regular acting. It's not like you see people, oh, he good, hey boy, good, he good, he good. It's like a different level. It's like on a scholar level of acting. You ever think to yourself, man, that because of how watered down Hollywood has gotten, you ever think to yourself that perhaps you're too good for this industry?
That's an interesting question because it's not too good. It's just the fact that they don't cast me because I am that good. You know, y I'm sorry. You bring up so many things and so many things run through my head. I forget to talk about certain things. But quick thing. One of the things that I was, my last 9 to 5 job, I was one of the highest black executives in Hollywood. I was head of the post-production ancillary markets at TriStar. I started off as a driver. Within 3 months, I was head of that department. So the vice president of productions offices were right next to the post-production offices. And this was when we were in Culver City, in the high rise in Culver City. But I would walk by his secretary's desk and she would giggle. So I did that 2, 3 times and she giggled at me. And so finally I said, what is so funny? What are you laughing about? And she hemmed and she hawed and she said, well, I don't know if I should tell you this, show you this. I said, what is it? What is it? So she finally said, come around here behind my desk. This is a younger white girl. And I went behind the desk. She looked around to make sure nobody was watching. She opened her drawer. She pulled out this sheet of paper. And it was A-list black Hollywood actors. This was before I had done anything hardly. I had done the film with Rudy Ray Moore. That was my very first movie. Um,
What was the
I
name
hadn't
of it?
done the color for it was called Disco Godfather.
Okay,
Thank God, Rudy Ray Moore, thank God for Rudy Ray Moore.
absolutely.
But, so she pulled out this piece of paper, A-list Hollywood black actors. Denzel, Sam Jackson, Wesley, a couple other names, I can't think of who it was, you would know them. I can't think of their names. And it said Hawthorne James on that list. I was like, wow, wow. I hadn't done anything. But see, that's the whole thing about Hollywood. You have to understand, it is such a small industry. Everybody knows everybody, and everybody talks to each other. See, I was on that list. But throughout the years, I got kicked off that list because I'm a boat rocker. Me being the only black person doesn't mean shit to me. You can't pat me on my back and say, "I you're one of the good ones." You can't handle me like that. I don't give a damn. And I live my life by and I say it in interviews all the time, I live my life by, I don't be free till you be free. I still get stopped by the cops. What makes me different than you or you or any other black person? Nothing. Look at all the brothers. Every one of the brothers that become billionaires get taken down. Who's the latest one?
Diddy.
Nope, nope, not
Well, no, no, Tyler. Tyler
thank
Perry.
you, there it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
That man's a billionaire, and he is being taken down. But it's the funny thing about it is, all the other brothers get taken down by white women. He's getting taken down
But wait,
white
man.
man.
Do you think that Tyler is going to be able to beat these charges?
Yeah, because they are relatively ludicrous. But it's part of the Me Too movement. You know, it's like that just drives me insane. You can be accused of something and be guilty right away.
Mm.
I mean, how many guys have been accused of something and had to leave their job the next day? If you go to my room at 3:00 in the morning and I look at you and I say, you're in my hotel room and I say, here, take this pill. And you take it. Because if some guy or some woman, if anybody calls me if I go to that hotel room at 3:00 in the morning, and first of all, I wouldn't go into the room at 3:00 in the morning. I got enough sense to know 3:00 in the morning is not business time. It's outside the 9 to 5 hours. And I certainly am not going to take a pill that you give me. It makes no sense. And it's the same thing of the Tyler Perry. This person worked for him for 10, 12 years. And now all of a sudden you want to sue him for, what is it, $260 million?
$260 million for that. But the thing about it, man, is that that was an expensive thigh touch. Man. He had an expensive thigh.
Oh, come on, man.
He said he touched him on the thigh. $260 million for a thigh touch.
Yeah, and that's ludicrous.
That's a lot of paper.
But wake up calls. How many times do you have to get up to see people get a wake up call before you start thinking, wait a minute, I can't do the same thing they do? Wesley is a perfect example of that to me. He allowed them white guys to tell him, you don't have to pay taxes. Nobody pays taxes up here in Idaho or Wyoming, whatever the hell they are. So Wesley said, oh, okay, I'm not paying no taxes.
I don't even think that's the worst part of it, that he didn't pay the taxes. I think the worst part of it was that he bragged about not paying taxes.
Yeah,
Like he smushed him in the face with it.
Yeah, but they all do. All
Yeah.
those people, those Wyoming people, Idaho people, all those people that don't pay taxes, mush their face in it. They all talk about it. That's how Wesley found out about it.
Right.
You have to know you can't do the same things they do, you friggin' idiot. And he went to court and had a $3 million check, and it said, Judge, here's my money. Judge said, that's nice.
Nah.
Off to jail you go, partner. They didn't do Willie Nelson like that, nor any of the rest of them. How many times do you have to realize that you're going to get your wake-up call sooner or later, especially if you step foot into it? You do it.